If only you were real, my love.
Hey, ass month.
Computer! What are you doing? You know it's me time.
Are you spending Valentine's Day drunk again?
No, actually. Instead of getting drunk, I decided to draw a bit.
How's that going for you?
It sucks.
Well, maybe you should give this a shot.
What the fuck?
Doodle Date! The visual novel aka dating sim. It was $1.99 on Steam and that's all I know. But with a title like Doodle Date, it's no wonder to the amount of ideas that can come out of it. It opens up possibilities that can make for some interesting gameplay.
The quotes are intentional because this genre doesn't really have a lot of gameplay. It's mostly just mouse clicking and reading. But it is a game that was on Steam and, you know, I'm lonely as fuck, so fuck it.
The game starts out with Me, a character that probably gets bullied just with that name alone. We see that Me is upset that summer is over, and now has to hear all the exciting summer stories told by their classmates. One thing Me seems really bummed about is the absence of a sex life. I mean love life. No wait, I do mean sex life. However, while in the midst of being sad and shit, Me decides to look through some old art, and while doing so, one comes to life and drags Me into their notebook.
Why is it here that I mentioned something along the lines of Take On Me?
When pulled into the universe, we get to meet Claire, a drawing of a girl. And that's it, that's her entire character. What'd you expect? Fucking Morse? Fucking, here's the fucking cantaloupe. It's basically the same thing, am I right? She speaks to me, saying that it's been a long time since they opened the book, and suggests to draw something new, preferably a date, seeing as a drawing can have feelings towards their creators. So we do just that. We draw Me's date in many ways and see them come to life.
I like the creative freedom on this. You can draw whatever you want and also get to draw their emotions. It really creates an interesting perspective on how you'll view the game based on what you draw.
So by your standards, you should draw a man.
Man, your caring words make it so I want to drink again. You piece of shit.
So here she is, Sketchy. Okay, now what? After some dialogue, Me suggests a date in which we must draw a waiter who, I must say, is very sexy. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be on a date with Sketchy. And she seems to be bickering about me flirting with the waiter. Great. After taking a moment alone with Sketchy, they both continue their date up to the point where Me has to draw his own place to crash at. The next morning we're introduced to Claire. She asks how Me's date went, and she even suggests to go see her again. However, Me brings up an important question about Claire. If the creations love their creators, shouldn't Claire be in love with Me?
It is what she said at the beginning, and it does make the most sense, you know? If only my creations would love me.
Maybe I'd love you if you got more views.
That's a low blow. Like, even for you, that's pretty low. Like, are you proud of that one? You fucking bitch. You think you're cool? You think you can sit with the cool kids at the cool table? Fucking walk up to the table. I bet they fucking shoo you away. Piece of shit. Fuck you.
Anyway, Claire avoids the question, saying how she set Me up on another date. We draw Me some good-looking clothing, in which Claire states it's shitty. That doesn't hurt. Nevertheless, they go on a date, taking a walk and looking around. It goes so well that Me even gets a kiss.
Look how fucking cute that shit is.
After the date is over, Claire comes back to us and asks about the date, in which Me gets a little suspicious. She asks Me if they love Sketchy, and here's where we get the choice on who do we love. Oh no, which one will I choose? It's such a tough decision, oh no! I choose Sketchy. The next day we see Sketchy again. Draw a movie, it's all cute and stuff. After a couple weeks, Me asks Sketchy to marry him, and oh my god, I get to draw the engagement ring. Oh, it's gonna be the best fucking ring in the world. Yeah. Of course she says yes, and now it's time for the wedding. But before that, Claire comes back to say some shit, but we reject her, and the wedding goes on, and Sketchy has a fucking problem. It's supposed to be my fucking wedding day, goddammit, why you gotta fucking ruin it, Sketchy, with your fucking problems, you piece of shit. When trying to consummate the marriage, Sketchy seems to not be willing to oblige for some reason. She seems uncomfortable, and we do find out later that she is. Later down the line, in a heated argument, Sketchy reveals that she is uncomfortable with the idea, seeing as it's her body. It's the only thing she has control over. Seeing as the world revolves around the main character, she doesn't have much else besides that. Giving that up would mean she wouldn't have anything to herself.
Wow. That's actually a really good thought out and serious problem that both makes the player and character within the game very uncomfortable, and that's just really, like, that's deep. Like, that took some good build up to get there. Or at least that's what I wish happened!
Instead, it's just, I want my body. 'Kay, 3 months later or some shit, they're divorced.
It really emphasizes the problem when you just mention it once, and then fast forward to when it's a big issue, you know? Because what the fuck is built up when you can just go like, oh, it's a problem! Oh, it's the problem!
There are 2 things wrong with this, but they're somehow completely different issues. 1, there was no build-up as if this was going to be an ongoing issue. Was there mention of it? Yes, but that's not enough for myself to be invested in the issue. 2, if there was going to be an outburst of an issue for not only us but the main character, there should have been an outburst with a reasonable explanation as to why it could be considered offensive to not consummate. And if Sketchy were to comply and then later have her outburst of having her body taken away from her, it would have been a more emotional moment because it puts not only the character, but the player in a tough spot, seeing as they were the ones who persuaded her. In fact, the more I think about it, why wasn't a choice like that put here? Because if you wanted the divorce route either way, this would have been a fine thing to do.
The game puts choices in the weirdest of places. I don't really get it, but to wrap this all up, the 2 get a divorce, Claire says some shit, and then the boy is kicked out of the book. I mean, I wouldn't make that more dramatic, but the game didn't, so why should I? The ending did leave me unsatisfied, though, so I did the thing I didn't want to do. I played the game again.
I redrew Sketchy and decided to go with Claire when she confesses her love. And, well, Claire gets a bit excited to the point where we get to draw her all sexy and stuff. Okay, I doubt it's actually going to be used, so here it is, my sexy Claire. Jesus Christ, I wasn't actually expecting that. So yeah, they fuck. Me tell Sketchy to fuck off, and then they fuck some more, to the point where Claire gets pregnant.
Oh my god. It's an unexpected turn. Oh my god, it wasn't predictable at all!
Claire starts to freak out, but for different reasons, however, because humans in drawings having a child seems to be a huge problem for that world. Me is told to draw the baby in hopes of fixing it, and we do. But it's apparently not good enough. I fucking see how it is. You fucking get pregnant and you fucking insult my child like you're fucking above me or whatever. I see you're fucking having a child, but that doesn't mean you have to insult mine, you piece of shit. I'll fucking murder your family. The 2 fuck buddies then sleep on the issue, only for Claire to try and kill me with hopes of saving the world. Me, with the power of a boat I drew, kills Claire, and all is fucked, seeing as he's now trapped within the drawing world. All is lost until the baby we drew earlier appears at the door. The baby then kills me in revenge for its mother. And that's how the game ends.
What the fuck?
It's almost like the game was very last minute, like, fuck, the game ships out tomorrow, let me mash these keys until something good comes out of it.
It's better than the first ending, but it's still just not good.
That's not to say it wasn't bad, but there was a lot that kept it from being good. There's a huge disconnect between the main character and the player due to the limited choices and their overall sense of a main character having its own written personality instead of having the choices to do that for the player. Speaking of the writing, it's not that good either. To begin with, a lot of it is generic or has almost no built up at all. For something along the lines of this, I was expecting much more, but what I got feels like a rushed college project rather than the full game.
Maybe I'm being too harsh, but on a holiday like this, I can't help but to be bitter.
If you want, I could be your Valentine.
I'd honestly rather go back to the My Diamonds world.
Well, what's stopping you?
The outro zooming in. You see, there it is.